Alrighty, hello, welcome. My name's Michael. This is Healing Waters of Bethesda. Now, God gave me a dream about the foxes in Song of Solomon, but I do want to give a quick reference here that Solomon in the book of Song of Solomon is representative of Christ. Now, in Judges, when Samson is a representative of Christ also, but we see here that he actually captures some foxes and puts fire between their tails 2 by 2, and they're running and destroying the fields of the enemy. So right there you see like an example of foxes, Christ, in Judges, of destroying the work of the enemy. Now, getting back to Song of Solomon, also we see in the chapter before the foxes, we see in Song of Solomon chapter 1 verse 6, "Look not upon me because I am black, because the sun has looked upon me." So right there you see that there's an element of the fire that's being burned, and because of the heavy work that this woman has gone through. And I've heard it be called like this is an example of the fire bride kind of deal. All right, so I was like, okay, cool. So, and then continuing on, "My mother's children were angry with me. They made me the keeper of the vineyard, but my own vineyard have I not kept." So you see that she is actually producing grapes, but at the same time she's producing grapes, her vineyard is actually in complete spoils because she's been so busy keeping her brothers and sisters' vineyards from going bad. Now, continuing on with the dream that I did have, actually just starting the dream, I was in like this cleft of the rock kind of deal with this woman, and you could see like on the center stage where this person was, they're talking about modern events and stuff of this nature. And I'm kind of getting restless, and I start climbing down. At first, I couldn't see a place to climb down because I think it was hidden. And then I should see like these steps I could climb down. So I climbed down, and as I did, I became a fox. And so as I became a fox, I started running really fast and weaving in and out of places. I went up one place, had to come back down because I couldn't find a place to go completely up. And so as I went up this other spot, and it was on stage where it was like this huge mountain on stage, like the very top part. And like, as a fox, I just cry out to the Lord I'm a fox. I don't use a human voice, but I use a fox's voice. And I'm just crying out to the Lord on the very top of this stage, but at the same time, it's like this very top of this mountain on top of this stage. And this guy that was on the stage, he looks up at this, is like, where did that fox come from? And it's like after that event of me crying out to the Lord, it's like everybody in that stadium just started to leave. And I was asking the Lord, it's like, what do I call this transformation or whatever kind of deal? And he gives me the name Lily Fox. I'm like, okay. And so here we are in chapters 2, verses 14. "Oh, my dove, that art in the cleft of the rock." Well, my dream started off being in the cleft of the rock. "In the secret places of the stairs," and I had to climb down some steps or whatever. "Let me see thy countenance. Let me hear thy voice. I cried out to the Lord as a fox on the very top of the mountain. For sweet is thy voice, and thy countenance is comely." And it says here, "Take us the foxes." So right here, I believe it's not so much take the foxes away from us. It's more or less take us, the foxes, and take us unto yourself. The little foxes that have the spoiled vineyards. It talks what I talked about earlier. in chapter 1, she had a vineyard, but it was in complete disarray because she hadn't been able to keep it up because she's so busy with others. But at the same time, for our vines have tender grapes. She's been working, just not in her own vineyard. And then it's interesting, my beloved is mine, and I am his. He feedeth among the lilies. And right there, you see, what did God want me to call this? He's like, lily foxes. Lily fox. God was just tying this whole thing in, like, the first, like, it's not like a completely separate thing. People often take like the foxes as something completely separate, but it's actually talking about the same person in a sense. Because I was the person on the cleft of the rock that became the fox, and God said to call out the lily of the lily fox. So I just thought I'd throw that out there. Hopefully you guys have some more understanding you can share with me. That'd be awesome. The Lord's been speaking to me about foxes for quite some time now. And yeah, praise the Lord. All right, bye for now.